Oftentimes, when celebrities and their personalities outside of films become more of a talking topic online, it inadvertently affects the impact of their films for the preconceived notions that people already have of these individuals. The immediate reactions of Looop Lapeta online, dismissing it as a cheap remake of a classic film like Run Lola Run, made me initially think, did people even watch the film right now? Is the lack of love this movie is receiving almost instantly after its release more reflective of the actor associated with the project or the actual treatment of the movie? One of the main reasons why I don't do many celebrity interactions on the channel is because the comment section gets packed with people already claiming how much money I have been paid regarding the project and how it questions my credibility and objectivity regarding certain projects. Just FYI, I don't charge anything for promotional purposes on the channel, especially interactions. As I did interact with the cast of Looop Lapeta, people were ready with their pitchforks immediately that if I even partially like this movie, how they will equate me to have transformed into a biased critic. I just want to outline the nature of the internet before I start this review, that you will not be convincing or winning at any point. All I can do as a creator is do my job with utmost sincerity, and that's all I'm attempting to do. Looop Lapeta is a time loop thriller available on Netflix in which Savi, played by Taapsee Pannu, has to help out her boyfriend Satya, played by Tahir Raj Bhasin, as he has misplaced a bag full of 50 lakhs that had to be delivered to his boss. What Savi notices is that post the failure of the said mission, the circumstances repeat again and again in a loop, making her change her decisions along the way so that at least this time she can rescue her boyfriend from the unfortunate circumstances he finds himself in. The odd characters that come along the way and the permutations and combinations that change on this journey forms the basic storyline of Looop Lapeta. Here's me telling you the good and bad aspects of the movie so that you guys can ultimately decide whether to watch it on Netflix or not. The underwhelming aspects: repetitive acting and dialogue delivery. This is a movie that makes me doubt the range of an actor like Taapsee Pannu. The movie stands its ground due to its technical prowess and screenplay. If anyone else was cast as Savi, the quality of the film wouldn't be any different in my opinion. The capability of the actor is something that I don't doubt one bit, but what is happening lately and is sticking out like a sore thumb especially is Taapsee's dialogue delivery. There is this lazy, raspy delivery that she has integrated into her body of work that was prevalent in Thappad, Haseen Dilruba and Rashmi Rocket that just sounds exactly the same. Keep in mind that these are all characters that should act and sound different, but they don't. And I think that this is a fundamental flaw in whatever process Taapsee is incorporating in her craft. I love the fact that the actors' choices are mostly women at the helm of affairs in fictional storylines, and all of them are not morally upright, making for some great potential and range on the screen. But her versatility is something that I'm slowly starting to question as the movies keep passing by. Restrictive impact. The attempt by the creators to incorporate Hindu mythology in this adaptation is praiseworthy, and that is something that I will shed light on later. But if you genuinely want to look at this film and its impact holistically, it passes off as just an enjoyable time loop thriller, rather than one that says anything more than just its characters in Goa. What I mean by this is that an extremely impressive time loop Tamil thriller like Manadu speaks more than just it being about the loop continuing. It portrays a Muslim man who saves the day, a man who understands that even though the time loop keeps on taking place and several outcomes keep on changing, the sentiment and persecution of the community continues. A very brave decision, especially from a commercial movie standpoint. Looop Lapeta's impact is restrictive in nature, as its biggest strength is its technical aspects, but it doesn't really become a talking topic from a character and social standpoint, restricting its overall impact and longevity in terms of discussions online. The good. Color grading and cinematography. If you have seen Akash Bhatia, the director, and Yash Khanna, the cinematographer's work, you would instantly know that this is their film. They not only have an ability to work beautifully with their surroundings, but they integrate vibrant colors in the most presumably generic looking locations and make them seem like a still from a painting. They are masters at creating an experience that is also inventive, as they use inanimate objects in the surroundings of the characters and execute their POV as the individuals are in motion. So whether it be a car door, a rock being thrown, a mobile phone being utilized, or a gun in one's hand, the visual appeal of the film has the right balance, indulging just enough and never swerving to cause you a headache like you're watching an RGV movie like Department. The way this film has been shot, my favorite being the rotating shot that loops like the film's storyline and reminded me of the beautiful shot in Euphoria in season 1, and its color palette has to be its two strongest qualities. Characters and moments of comedy. The characters in this film are intentionally campy and over the top, and I think most of the world created really fit the theme of the movie. You have to understand that we have consistently shat and ignored films like Kalakandi that took the risk of presenting something fresh, and even though this film is an adaptation of a classic, you can clearly see the effort that has been made to make this an Indian story. You have everything from a heartbroken taxi driver, a ganja smoking passenger who speaks Shuddh Hindi, an out of shape police officer, and a restaurant owner cum drug dealer. While some of these characters work and others slightly miss out on their comedic moments, it is Appu and Gappu, played by Manik and Raghav respectively, that completely steal the show. They are the good-for-nothing children of a jewelry shop owner who are preparing for a heist, and their struggles with a getaway car and even their basic handwriting have to account for some of the most hilarious scenes from the movie. Integration of mythology and screenplay. What I really appreciate about this film is that in its attempt to adapt this film in India, it does so successfully by naming the characters Satya and Savi, being extensions of Satyavan and Savitri from Amar Chitra Katha, and the well-known story of one's loyalty to their partner and how one can impress even the god of death, Yamraj. Both through the use of color and their experiences in the story, Looop Lapeta plays out as a modern-day adaptation of the same iconic story as Yamraj waits for the clock to tick, and the only one who can come to the rescue is someone like Savi. It is true, however, that where the film falters in its writing in creating and establishing such themes with Hindu mythology and its comic timing, it compensates in its technical department through some beautiful shots and a skilled sound design. To completely dismiss this film as a horrible venture that should be absolutely shunned would be cruel and misguided, as the skill and effort that has gone into making this film is as clear as day. Especially fans of the process of filmmaking will attest to the same. I wholeheartedly agree that Manadu is a far superior film, especially from a writing standpoint compared to Looop Lapeta, but that doesn't mean that it should be shunned to the corner as if it doesn't have any redeeming quality. And that was the video, guys. Write down in the comments below what you thought about the movie. Please don't forget to follow me on Instagram, the handle's right in front of you. Follow me at JammyPants4. Also, please support us by smashing the like button and subscribing to our channel for weekly content ahead. Thank you for watching.